Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Glory V. You already know I'm back with another
What?
video.
Yeah, they doing all this video.
Yeah. So I'm so excited to be introducing this new content. We're gonna be doing more of these adult talks, these real talks, these get straight to it, don't sugarcoat nothing. Y'all probably wondering why y'all sitting here looking like two jive turkeys.
Girl, we
So
looking like cowboys and cowgirls. We look good.
yeah, I got my boots on, y'all. But we just got back from taking, let me sit up a little bit. Let me act like I got some manners. So we just got back from taking our bridal photos. We just got married, guys.
Yeah, cuz.
We got married, so we took our photos. And what better way to introduce him to my channel and introduce these talks to my channel than to talk about one of the biggest things that's, I feel like it's not talked about enough and people are not real enough about it. And that's what we want to do, because we was having this discussion in the car.
Yeah.
And we was like, let's just talk about it. So just introducing us, I'm Gloria. Of course, this is my channel, and this is
Ringing.
This is Ren, so y'all can call him Ren, y'all. I'm Mrs. Ren. This is Mr. Ren. So, how long have we been together?
We've been together going on now 4 years. It'll be almost 4 years at the end of this year.
So, we've been together for a little minute now.
About 3.5 years.
3.5 years, basically. And we have 2 children together. We have 2 sons.
Lord, pray for us.
We have 2 sons. So, just talking about it, when we got together, when we met each other, things kind of just went a little fast with us. Within the first couple months of us even meeting, we had a child on the way, right?
Yep.
So after that, just fast forward a little bit, we got officially together in 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
In 2020. And here we are now. We're married and we live together. We pay bills together. We just doing the daggone thing. And so when it came down to it, with us being so new to everything, of course, I desire marriage. This is just me. I believe in marriage. I believe in, if we say we want to be together, let's make sure that we're married and we're doing it the right way. We're doing it God's way, right? So when I met you, or when you met me, did you know when you wanted to marry me?
When I first met you, no.
Right.
Because I was still playing out how life was going then. You gotta think about it. We were both in different sectors and stuff like that, and we both had our little deals going on personally.
Right. We weren't ready for marriage.
Yeah, we really weren't ready for it. Like, I really wasn't, because I wasn't mature enough, and I was still trying to figure myself out.
Mm-hmm.
Like just trying to get stuff right for life.
Right. Let's make sure this isn't rubbing on this mic. I got you, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got me.
I got you.
You got me.
So wait, so when we got together, we really didn't have the marriage talk, but eventually I did ask you, like, when were you going to marry me?
Yeah.
And I told you that I wasn't waiting no longer than
2 years.
Really, I said
really,
a year
it was
and a half.
year.
A year and a half. Like, I told him I wasn't waiting. And when I told him that, I could instantly see the sweat beads form on his face. When I told him, like, look, time is winding down. So let's talk about our engagement. So basically, it was like, so what we gonna do?
What we gonna do? The thing, or we ain't.
We gonna do it or we not? And he didn't do a big. What was your thing on what was taking you so long to propose to me?
Financial reasons.
Yes.
That was mainly, I wanted to be financially stable. I wanted to get you something nice. I ain't want to get you no little rink dink ring.
But here's my thing though. Who told you that I wanted an extravagant proposal?
God, didn't nobody have to tell you. Me, Jack. Didn't nobody tell me nothing. I wanted that. That's what I wanted.
That was my thing when he explained it to me. That was because he wanted to do this big proposal and this and that. Who told you that's what I wanted? Because that's not what I wanted. Like,
God, I wanted that.
He wanted that. So you mean to tell me? I was waiting on you to propose to me because you wanted to propose to me the way you wanted to propose.
Yeah, I wanted to be nice. I didn't want to sit there and be looking like no junkie.
I understand this. So basically it was in house, and we did it. We made the decision one day. It was like, look, we're engaged. It was like, okay, we're engaged. And my thing was, which that's where communication comes into play, because he wanted to do the proposal big, and I was like, I don't want that. Like, I ain't looking for no candlelit heart with, somebody playing the violin while I'm walking down there to you. I
That
didn't
would
want
have
that.
been lovely.
I
That
did
would have
not
been
want that.
absolutely lovely.
I just wanted to be proposed to, like that, and I'm the type of girl, and this is just me. I didn't have no specific ring I wanted. Like, I just I just wanted to be proposed to. Like, I was never one of those girls that's like, I want a diamond cut, I want a princess cut. I was like, no, I mean, the ring don't matter to me. Like, literally doesn't, because to me, if I loved you, I loved you. But the ring didn't matter to me. So
So let me ask you this. So basically, you wanted me to propose and mean it.
right,
So that it didn't matter what nothing else looked like. Only thing was mattered was the meaning itself.
yep,
So like, just long as I did it and meant it,
yeah.
and put forth some, it's like, just show like
But
I really wanted.
just a little effort. I wasn't expecting. I just wasn't. I don't know. That was just me. Like, I wasn't expecting that, but I just wanted to. I didn't want to be a girlfriend
Mm.
continuously at this point. But had we had Ashton at this point?
No, we was.
I think I had got pregnant.
Yeah, you got pregnant, but then again, you was asking me this before Ashley was even thought of.
Yeah, so this was after number one, but before number two, when all of this had came about.
Yeah, you pushed a little more after number two. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
became more
well,
of a,
yeah, because it's like, hey, second child here, what we doing?
yeah. They said
But
we either gonna
yeah,
barbecue a meal, do one to two.
one of the two. So anyway, that's how we got engaged. Now, the wedding, the process of being married, a wedding, and all of that. I didn't want a wedding.
I wanted one. I wanted to get down there and I want to show off something. I
I
want
didn't
to show my
want.
woman off. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I really want to show off to my folks and say I did it. I'm not one of them boys that's just out here with a million gals that ain't no count. I got me some quality.
Hey.
Quality. And I was proud of it. I was very proud. And I wanted to show it off. I ain't gonna lie like I did.
So he wanted a wedding, and I didn't. Once again, I've just never been one of those girls who dreamed and wrote and drew their wedding day. I didn't want no wedding. I didn't want to go through the process of finding a wedding dress, dealing with bridesmaids, dealing because me personally too, I am a very particular person when it comes down to anything I do. So I knew when it came down to the bridesmaids, yes, I want your hair a certain way. I want your makeup a certain way. I want your dress to look a certain way on you.
Bridezilla.
Men, I want your pants tailored. I want your shoes shining. I want everything spiffy. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just can't see
Definitely
myself.
a bridezilla. It would have been a headache. I
I'm
would
a Godzilla.
have bridezilla.
Ain't no
A
way.
bridezilla, because it was gonna have to be just
It
right.
was gonna have to be perfect, and I just didn't want to put forth the effort for that. So once he proposed to me, I was like, I don't want a wedding. So I didn't put forth no effort. I didn't look up no bridesmaids dresses. I didn't look at a venue. I didn't look at prices for nothing. You want a wedding? You plan it. And guess what?
We still wind up the choir.
We went to the courthouse and got married, y'all. Cause who? Get somebody else to do
Eh,
it.
it didn't matter me no way.
Get somebody else to do it. He finally came around and was like, but once we started deciding, okay, we'll just go to the courthouse. I ain't gonna tell you, I started like really, really psyching myself out about marriage because I grew up in a two-parent household. My parents were married. I believed that love and marriage was a fairy tale. And when you believe that love and marriage is a fairy tale, when you start seeing the amount of work that it takes in a marriage, and not just any kind of marriage, a healthy marriage, you start like reality starts to hit. And when reality started to hit me about marriage, I kind of was like, do I really want to do this?
Man,
Do I really, and let's just be clear, I'm not just talking about a marriage. I'm talking about a healthy marriage at that. So the work that it takes in a marriage, and then on top of a healthy marriage, I was like, this really finna be,
Yeah. It was really finna be something, and like
like
the work that you put in, that you gotta put in, you really gotta be dedicated. You gotta be
dedicated.
dedicated to a person that you really want.
And that's my thing. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm dedicated to a lot of things, but I don't put up with no BS. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Me in relationships, I can cut a person off cold turkey. Like cold turkey. We'll be talking one day, and the minute you say or do something I don't like, I'll never speak to you again. So
Cold,
I had
just
to
cold,
understand.
just cold, just cold.
I had to understand that if you call yourself in a marriage, you can't do that. And that took a lot of growing up for me to do. Like, been plenty of times in our relationship where I was like, you know what? He got up and I seen his drawers. Can't do
What? What's that wrong
it.
with my drawers? What are you talking about? We
I
ain't buying a
it,
skid
let me
mark
just say,
ever.
I don't mean that, but it was little petty stuff that I would be like,
Look,
I can't
she
do
just
it.
saw something sitting in the floor. It just
He left in the floor, and I was like, bro, I can't do it. He left his cup sitting on the counter.
man, look ready to go. I
I
don't like
can't
to
do
look at
it.
his face this morning. I'm ready to get
He
out of
had
here.
let toothpaste in the corner of his mouth. I
Man,
can't
look,
do it.
rushing, get ready to go to work. Man, I'm trying to get out of here. I done left some.
But that's for real, babe. Like, I was so like, it's the smallest stuff for me, and I'd be like, nah, I can't do it. So
Man,
I had to grow up and be like, girl, if you get married, you can't just walk out because he had a little white tooth, a little
just little
toothpaste
petty stuff.
residue in the corner of his mouth. So one thing that I did have to say for real, like I had to be like, girl, we were engaged for what?
Like almost another year and a half.
Almost another year and a half. And I didn't feel like, I was like, what if the shoe was on the other foot? What if you were so eager to be married like he is, and he keeps stalling and stalling and stalling? How would you feel about that? Like, I had to tell myself, you either gonna move on, you're either gonna move forward with this marriage, or you're gonna move out the way. And that's one thing I'm just real about it. I have to tell her, like, girl, you gonna do it or you not. Like, if you're not, don't hold him hostage. But if you are, go ahead and do it. Because the biggest question is, what's the holdup? We pay bills together.
Mm-hmm.
We have children together.
Yep.
We live together.
Yep.
And what are you waiting on?
Like we do everything together. Ain't no point in sitting around. A lot of folks just be scared though.
That's
They
what it
they
was.
they, they one, like you did, psych themselves out. They
Mm-hmm.
thinking like, man, what if this don't work? Man, what if I can't tolerate this too much longer? What if I can't put up with this? And like, don't psych yourself out. You really just can't do that.
Right, you can't psych yourself out.
Yeah, you can psych yourself out bad. Don't get me wrong. I started thinking to myself, I'm like, man, what if you pack up and just leave one day?
So
And
did you
like,
feel like I didn't want to marry you because
mm,
you felt like
yeah,
that?
for a minute I felt like that, like, cause it was like every other week it's something.
It was
It was
something. You
something
feel
like,
like I was finding stuff
yeah,
to
for
not marry you for.
cause then, like, don't get me wrong, I did do some stuff that needs some tending to, and that's just
Right.
this
It's
person
just
doing this,
growth.
that's growth. But like, man, I'm talking about, I was psyching myself out, but then again I kept moving past.
Yeah.
Cause like that's one thing about my mind. I make sure, look, I ain't finna let this stuff get me down. This could be the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And turns out, as the more I think about it, as we go through our relationship and the growth how far we both have come, man, I just happy,
Yeah.
just proud. I'm like, man, we came a long way.
Right.
Man, we done been through things that we shouldn't really speak about, but then again,
But
it's
let's just be honest, because we don't mind speaking on it. Like, we both met when we were at really different places in our life. And that's one thing I had to realize, because we did have disagreements and arguments and things of that nature. And, we're not talking about cheating. We're just talking about issues that two people who grew up two different type of childhoods come together. You got flaws, you got matters of opinion, you got different things, and y'all under one roof trying to make it work, along with parenthood when we both ain't never been parents before. So we got this child, we never really had a dating life before Prince. We got together and within a couple months,
Yeah,
we had a
we were together
child.
within in less than 6 months, really.
So it was kind of just like, we had to start being parents without even establishing a good dating life.
Yeah,
So
like we didn't know each other from a can of paint.
we really didn't know each other, and we were still very young. Like he was just we were going through different phases in our life. So to be under one roof, and that's what I had to realize, because I don't think I expected him to be perfect, but it felt like that. Like I kind of was expecting you to be perfect.
You did expect
A lot.
a lot from me. And don't get me wrong, I downplayed myself a lot because I had a lot of potential. I knew it, but like, where I was at mentally, I wasn't there. And like, you had every right to. Don't get me
Right.
wrong, you pushed the bar way out there, and it was
But
hard for
I
me to
think I
catch up
pushed
with it.
that bar because, like I said, we grew up in two different type childhoods. I had a two-parent household, so I knew what the role my father played, the role my mother played, and how they each worked together, and there was teamwork within keeping that house running, keeping it together, and being a family.
Yeah,
You didn't see that.
I didn't see that. Like, I mean, I seen it for a little while, and it was cool for a little
But
while,
nothing really.
but nothing really solid. Like, it was
Right.
it was always my mom. Like, that was
It
pretty
wasn't
much.
consistent.
No,
So it was even, and let's just be real, when we moved together, it was even the smallest thing of him understanding that, babe, the trash needs to be taken out, babe, the grass needs to be cut.
yeah,
And I was getting frustrated because I was just like he don't see that the trash needs to be taken out. But how would he, if he has never been a partner before? He has never lived with another woman before, and as far as, this is my wife, this is my fiance, he's never done that.
yeah,
He's never seen it like that.
yeah. Don't get you wrong. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't doing it. It was the timing of doing it.
Right.
Because most of the time, it'd be like, I do it, but when you seen it got to a certain level, you was ready for it to go. When the
Right.
grass got so
But that's
high,
just guys.
I like
Y'all will see the trash is full, but you like, I could fit like 3 more plates on
yeah.
top of
Just,
that.
let me best push it down a little bit. I'm gonna push it
Crazy.
down a little bit, and like that's the way I always did it. The
But
only
as a
thing,
woman, when we start seeing like, all right, we're gonna
the
go and take
moment
that
you
out.
see it hit the edge of
It got to go
it got to
out.
go out the door.
And he, like I said, that's not necessarily that he thought it was
Shoot, I be sitting
wrong.
there standing up on it and everything, trying to get it all down over
And
there.
I'm like, man, you can just take that out, because I'm not gonna keep pushing stuff down
Man,
so this trash don't overflow. Take it out. But he did the effort and put in effort to meet me at, at what I was demanding or whatever. But that's just not for him. It was a lot I had to learn. And that was the most important thing that I had to learn within making this work, was definitely patience.
a lot of it. But that
Cause
was
I lack it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be impatient, baby. I'll have tolerance and patience. I don't have a lot.
at all.
I don't have a
Not at
lot.
all. You might well go on to just tell the truth.
I don't have a
None.
lot.
She ain't got none. The moment something don't go right, is
Do
a
with that.
I don't want to deal with it
Done
no
with
more.
that.
I'm gonna do it myself.
Do it myself.
Man, I said one
But
thing she
I
never
had
did
to.
though. She never grabbed that trash though. She never grabbed that trash.
Or that lawnmower.
She
I ain't
never
doing
grabbed
it.
that trash in that
I ain't
lawnmower.
mowing no lawn now.
Man, that grass
I
be a
am not
jungle
cutting no
before.
grass.
Sure.
So I'm not cutting no grass. But that was my point of having to be patient with him and allow him to be that man. Because my thing is, if I tell him to take out the trash and he don't take it out immediately, and I take it out myself, they didn't even give him time and opportunity to do it, because I just moved at my own pace, and it's like, dude, I'm not, I had to learn how to let go, or how do I say this? With my independency, or is that a word? With me being independent, I had to, how do I word that?
Well, it was really with you being so independent that you was so that you wanted it done on your time. You said I don't need you to do it since you ain't gonna do it now. I do it myself.
Which caused me to
One, get upset.
Get very upset.
Very upset. You was emotional about it. You felt like that I wasn't a man.
Yep.
Sometimes you be like, you supposed to know this. You supposed to do this. And I'm like,
That was crazy with me.
I was like, wow.
Because how would you know? Like, how would you know something you never experienced?
Yeah, what it really was for me, it wasn't that I didn't experience. It was like I said, time. Cause like sometimes when you ask me, I'd be sitting there probably doing something.
I would say, babe, can you take out the trash? It's you taking out the trash. It's like, okay, it's 12 p.m. right now. I'm gonna take it out
12:15, 12:30.
12:30, sometime midday.
Yeah, midday. When I go back down to the road, how about that? I do it like that.
But with me, when I was like, babe, can you get the trash? I meant like
right now. Get on it, boy. Get on it. Get on it right now. Right now. Right now. And the moment I didn't, that man, she looked. Here go the attitude. Duck and cover quick.
But communication is so important.
Well, it's not communication. You communicate is understanding. Can you comprehend what's going on?
That's true, babe.
Because a lot of folks don't comprehend. You can tell me all day long, babe, take out the trash, take out the trash.
You can hear me, but do you understand?
Yeah.
Are you listening?
A lot of folks ain't listening.
Which he's gotten. We both had gotten so much better in a lot of things that dealt with communication, and not only communication, understanding. Because there are things that I did, which that's one thing about me. I'm very verbal. Like, I'm gonna communicate with you how I feel about something, what you said, what you did that I don't like. But it was we were communicating. You were listening. But then somewhere in between that, we had a lot of misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's more of as in like, okay, so by you also being in a different background, I didn't see your perspective. I tried to understand it, but it just wasn't clicking because I never experienced, like you said, I never experienced it. And like, so like I be hearing you and listening and be really trying to put it together, but it was like me putting a square in a circle hole. Yeah. And so like, it was just like, I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm all right, I'm hearing it and I'm understanding. Okay, let me try to apply it.
Right. But that was my fault. Click. I feel like because I would verbalize to you something, and I feel like once I verbalized it to you, you should understand it. Instead of me saying, so babe, do you get what I'm saying? Or sometimes you would say, okay, I got you. But that doesn't mean you understand, because sometimes your I got you is not what I was, communicating to you about. Yeah. So it would be more so as in, so babe, what do you think I mean when I say that?
That would have made a hell of a lot different. Right. Because when I got this, because like now when we talk now, you notice I say, I don't understand.
Right. I don't. Or you be like, so tell me what you mean.
Yeah, tell me what you mean. Because
I might be like, babe, I don't like when you do that. Right. And so you be like, okay. But now we're kind of just like, I don't like when you do that because yada yada yada.
Yeah, but it makes it simpler. It just breaks it down enough to where like, it's not that I'm stupid. It's just bring it down to where
you're like, a man.
Wait a minute. That don't mean y'all smart. A lot of y'all getting played by the same dumb fool.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that in another video though. Yeah, but men are men. Let's just be honest, they do take a lot more.
We may be simple-minded, but it's very complex to an extent.
Yeah. But we're much better. We've gotten much better, which is why I was like, which that kind of eased my whole thing about being married, because I'm like, it takes work, but when you see the outcome of the changes that happen when you do put in that work, you just be like,
And see, and that's the thing, like a lot of older people don't tell you about marriage. They don't tell you about that work that you got to put in. And a lot of that work comes beforehand. It needs to be discussed beforehand. It really does.
I wish they would. I wish older people would tell us, like, older couples that really, I say, have marriages that are not toxic or healthy in that way, will literally tell us, like, hey, you're going to have disagreements. You're going to have arguments. Do this instead of this, do this. And I'm not talking about those that say the Bible said, because I know what the Bible said. I do. But I want that real advice, that thing that at the moment I'm not thinking about what the Bible said. I would have bust this nigga upside his head. This man upside his head.
Hit me, you can't fight. That's all I got to tell you.
So
Man,
that's what I be
hey,
wanting. Like, give me the real. Like, give me the real. Like,
man,
y'all just be like, ooh, yeah, it'll be beautiful. But what about the moments where I told him he could sleep on the couch? Like, we ain't really talked in a couple of days, things like that. But we
yeah,
don't necessarily do that. But I'm just saying those are real things that exist. And especially within young marriages, young relationships, we be having to learn a lot. Like when you in the middle of figuring out who you are while raising a child, while breaking generational curses, while trying to mend relationships within your family, while trying to establish a career, while
come on,
trying to
Pastor.
like,
Come on,
baby,
Pastor.
it just be
Come
a
on, Pastor.
lot, you
Like
know.
it's a lot, man. These I just I really be on the older generation because they sugarcoat it too much.
Yeah,
Don't sugarcoat it, man. Don't. Life is hard. Like it's hard for everybody.
yeah,
Ain't no need. Don't give us no fairy tale. Tell us the truth.
yep,
Like when we old enough to accept it. Once a child gets about 15, 16 years old, boy or girl, they about understand
yeah,
what's going on. So when you start talking this marriage, you know me and you come from a Christian background.
right.
Our families pushed it. No, don't be doing all that
Don't be
shacking
doing
up.
that
They
shaking.
don't be doing
You
that
know
shack. I'm
let's
like,
talk about that. Cause that pisses me off when older people tell you it's better to marry than to burn. I know what the Bible says. Don't be doing that shacking. But these are same. I feel like some of the same people that do that, they don't offer you any healthy advice on how to stay married. They don't offer you any type of finances for your marriage. Y'all want us to get married, get married, get married. Have y'all prayed for us?
hey, you said a positive prayer
A
for us because
positive
some folks are
prayer.
praying for you and they saying the wrong prayer.
That's a message.
They saying the wrong prayer. Don't
That's a
pray.
message.
Don't you pray for me if you don't like me.
Preach it, babe.
Don't you dare. I wish you would. Me and you both be sitting down there in hell if you praying for me. I promise you. Well, you say that bad prayer for me. Watch me cut up right in front of the law. Right that day, that be it. God forgive me. If he don't forgive me, I take that one. But that one had to come with me. I guarantee
But
it.
that's the truth. Like we dealt with that. People tell us what what the Bible said is
What you
y'all
waiting
shacking up
on?
together. Like
Y'all live in the house. Y'all done did all that. Y'all got kids, man. Why are you worried about
why?
it?
When
It
you
ain't your business. Just say, I'm gonna pray for y'all. I'm gonna pray a positive prayer for
at
y'all
least that
and
that
mean it.
that is so much helpful than to say y'all still shacking up than to say I've been praying for y'all marriage. I'm gonna be so excited when y'all get married. I'm so excited for the Lord to bless y'all union. That is so much better than y'all shaking up. Okay, and I ain't offer now a bit of money for no bill.
Mm-mm.
But talking about we shacking up.
Man,
The same. I ain't worried about your marriage. I ain't worried about your relationship. So why would you be worried about ours in a way that's not positive?
man, I'm telling you, a lot of folks be telling you that stuff, but they just really want to see what you gonna do. That's
Are
really
you
what.
really gonna get married?
Oh,
Is
you
what
really
they
going?
want.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna make it, y'all. Then the thing about it, we do get married, it ain't gonna last a year.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Put
y'all
your
done been.
face. Put your face right here. I'm trying to see if it'll recognize you.
Yeah, it'll
Oh, it
recognize me.
recognizes you.
Yeah, it recognizes me. It knows me. It knows me. Yeah, but like
But
that,
yeah, that's
like
that was crazy.
that really was, and that really blew me because like a lot of folks that was asking me that question, like, what y'all waiting on? What difference does it make to you?
Right.
What we over here trying to figure something out, and we decide to put it off on hold for a minute.
Right.
Legally, like I said, like this. Remember, I told you I was married to you in my mind.
Right. In your mind, in his mind, he already considered me his wife.
Yeah, like and I try to do everything that a husband is supposed to do in the beginning. I made sure of it. I made sure I tried my best and did my best that I could. And like I said, I was waiting financially wise. I wanted
Yep.
us to be sight. I wanted us to, when we got married, we ain't had to worry about jack.
Yeah.
There's it and there's all. And like a lot of folk, man, they just be, what you waiting on? Man,
Didn't offer nothing on no wedding. Nothing like
you gonna
that.
pay for the wedding? You gonna pay for the ring?
Yeah, but that's how it be, babe. But that's why you gotta live for you. You gotta do things in your own time. And I don't regret being engaged as long as I did, because to me it wasn't a long time anyway. We had a lot going on with bringing a new child into this world. I started school. I had started a job. It was we had a lot we had going on, so it wasn't like those that a year and a half. It was long. It came quick.
Really did.
So when I was taking my time too, because people will pressure you into something, and then when it fails, they still talk about you. They still talk about you. So my thing is, take your time. Take
Yeah.
your time within doing it. Don't let nobody pressure you, because people really don't be wanting to see you make it. Sometimes
No,
they
they
are
don't.
pushing you to get married so they can push you to get a divorce.
Look here. You take it when you taking your time. Figure out what you really like. Figure out what you're willing to deal with. Talk to your partner. Talk to your spouse.
Talk about
Talk about
everything.
everything.
Every
Don't hold
don't
nothing back. Don't hold nothing
men,
back.
if you planning on being married, don't hold nothing back. If you want to be loved a certain way, because we gonna tell you, us as women, we gonna tell you how we want to be loved. Tell your woman how you want to be loved. Tell your woman the things that she said or do that you don't like that make you feel less of a man. Tell that woman how she can love you to make you want to be that man, to make you want to provide, protect her better, more. Tell her that. Tell her on them days that, babe, if I'm feeling like this is what I need you to do to help me get me out that mood. Babe, when I'm trying to do this is how you can support me. Men, we need y'all to speak up. We need y'all to speak up, because we can't reach y'all mind. And 9 times out of 10, when y'all don't tell us, we think y'all just don't care. Some of y'all like nonchalant. Y'all just don't know how to articulate your feelings, your emotions. Y'all feel a certain type of way, but y'all feel like y'all got to tell us what we want to hear, and you do not.
Yeah. And ladies, when you explain to men how you want to be loved, don't do it with the attitude. Don't do it with the
What do
attitude.
you
Cause
mean?
like if you coming off a certain tone and it feels kind of
Give me an
aggressive,
example.
like look here, you need to be taking me out on dates. You need to be doing this with like the sass.
How would y'all rather say it?
Man, you said like just say come to
Babe, I like when you
like I
take
like
me
it
on
when
the
you
date.
did that and stuff like that. They really do
So
like
I had some sass.
no, you didn't have much. You had a
Oh.
little bit from time to time, but most time that's when you was in one of your moods. But that was about it. Other than
So
that,
basically,
I
y'all
know
just
when to
don't
duck
want
and
that.
cover.
Y'all just don't want the attitude.
Yeah, that's it. We cannot stand the attitude. We don't want you to, cause you gotta think about it, we as men. When we feel attitude come towards us, that feel like another man coming towards us. We feel that aggression. We want to
Y'all
ball.
feel like we're being masculine.
Yeah, I will ball up at you quick. The moment you come to me sideways, and like in
It
our
causes you to hard. It causes
it
you to
causes you to
harden
harden
up.
up. Naturally, we all do that. If a man like just like most times, if you ever watch two men get into it, when that first dude start talking off at the mouth, it can start off so simple. You done been to the track
But when
before.
he bristle up, you bristle up.
Bingo. Just like that every time. And the same
So when a
thing,
woman bristle up at you, you
like
don't naturally think like,
we think you ready to do something to us. What you doing? Calm down. Just a little bit. A little bit, man. Come on. We want y'all to be feminine as possible and keep it simple. You can tell us, babe, I like to do this. I like to do that. If the man really loves you, he's listening. He understanding everything you say.
that's crazy.
Like it's straight like that, and it can be so simple. It really
It
can.
could all be so
It can be
simple.
so simple, and just,
But babe, we gotta do it because the time's running out. I'm digging my nose. But this was a good discussion. We'll probably have to do a part 2 to this, because there's a lot more that's involved within this being young, being married, just trying to do everything, accomplish everything, because it's so much more involved in marriage than just two people having sex and two people getting along. We got two people who trying to establish careers, raising children. We got things that we're trying to do. So you gotta come back over. Yeah, you
I
got a
start
little
leaning
out
a
the
little bit
fine a
more.
little bit,
I
baby.
start
Yeah,
leaning
come
a
on,
little too
baby. Come
much,
on,
girl.
get on.
Yeah.
We got a lot that's incorporated within being married young, and it's just a lot that we want to talk about and put out there on the table. And drop in the comments below if you got married young, and any if you have a healthy marriage only. I ain't talking about y'all toxic folks. Drop some healthy advice down in the
I know y'all
comments.
toxic folks out there having fun, ain't it? Y'all out there enjoying that ride.
Oh my
You hopped up on
god.
that bull and just went for a ride, did it? Yeah, I
If
know
you
it.
got some healthy advice, drop it down in the comment section. Did y'all enjoy this video? Let me know. What topics do y'all want us to discuss? I really want to do a lot more of these videos just to put out something that is that has value and it has substance to it. We can do the hair videos and the makeup videos and the hauls all day. But baby, it ain't nothing like some good talks. You hear me? Because that's what we need a lot more nowadays.
Man, we need a lot of positivity.
A lot of
positivity. The way this world going right now, man, it's too much negative stuff going around.
Y'all don't need the makeup videos right now. Y'all need videos that can help you get through.
Big time.
So we'll be doing more of these. I hate we gotta end this video, but I got like a couple more minutes left on my camera storage. But we will be giving y'all some more videos. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. This video is like 37 minutes long. So yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll see y'all in the next video. And you know, we hope.
I'm married, y'all.
We married, y'all.
These married now. I can't throw that finger up. I can't do that yet.
You can't throw that finger up.
I ain't used to throwing that one. I'm used to throwing this one. You know, this one right here. There it is. Hold on. There it is. Yeah. There it is.
Daddy. We'll see y'all in the next video, though. What's our outro?
Love,
no,
peace, and hair grease. Yep, it's always gonna be yeehaw.
Bye, y'all. You gotta put your hat over, babe.
Why I gotta put your hat on?
You gotta put your hat over the lens.
You can't have my hat. Bye.
Bye, y'all.